Facebook has a history of kind of making the our representatives feel stupid, which I think is inappropriate. I mean, if you have somebody who knows about, oh, I don't know, plumbing, and they're coming to the Senate to testify about the sewer readiness for a flood or something, they don't feel a need to humiliate the senators because they don't know anything about plumbing. But when a Silicon Valley person comes, like a certain person from Facebook, they have this way of making them feel foolish. I don't think it's appropriate. I think it's our job to explain ourselves, and it's not somebody else's job to expect to suddenly be, technical. So I think Silicon Valley does best when it's humble and sincere and straightforward, and I think the more we learn to do that, the better we do.
So I'll give you another choice. The Democrats seem to be actually pledging to crack down on corporate monopolies. The Republicans will want to go after the liberal coastal elites in Silicon Valley for censoring their speech. I mean, which party should these tech giants be more afraid of?
Well, the first thing I'd say is that conservative point of views are well representative. I mean, that is not what they're talking about. What they're talking about is this kind of cranky, paranoid, fantabulist thing that's so common online. And that's the thing that gets that people feel they need to regulate, because it's often actually engineered by Russian intelligence warfare units, and there is a weird problem there. And the companies brought this on themselves. When Facebook had a slogan saying "Move fast and break things," the stuff that they broke was institutions like journals, like journalistic entities that would maintain quality, that people would use voluntarily, that people would join voluntarily, but still had standards. This idea that there's some global overlord that's going to tell you what's the right thing to say and decide who gets to hear what can never work, no matter how smart and well-intentioned they are. So what we have to do is fix the things that we broke. We need to recreate and strengthen those in-between entities to create some kind of quality, so that the tech companies aren't in this position of being arbiters for all of society and civilization. It's a terrible role. Nobody wants them to have it. They don't want it. But the only alternative is to recreate the society that we kind of undermined. It's a big job.
We have to recreate it, or can Facebook and Google help recreate it? I mean, if they got themselves into it, can they get themselves out?
Yeah, okay, look, the problem is that Facebook and Google said, instead of us being normal businesses, we're going to be these weird businesses where anytime two people communicate, it's financed by a third person who wants to manipulate them. And as long as that's the business model, of course you undermine the ability to create brands that enforce quality, because it's all about the manipulation. And then you create every incentive in the world for all the cranky paranoid stuff that has taken over. What we have to do actually is change the business model so they become more like normal, real businesses where the user is also the customer. So that would mean you start getting paid when your stuff goes viral. It would mean you pay a modest fee. It works. Netflix proved it works. We used to think, oh, nobody will ever pay for a movie online because you can get them for free. But actually, if you're willing to pay for them, they get better. You get peak TV.
Right.
We need to go through that transition to clear the trash out of the internet.